You can have somewhat of a look at what Camino is like right now. Going up and down all the time. A bit more hilly right now. The past few days, the landscape has been quite like this, like a little bit like a Teletubby landscape with all these green meadows. Right now I'm going down to like 1000 meters of altitude, and then we will be going back up again, the same altitude as we went down. And there in the distance you can more or less see the road, which goes from there in the middle of the screen and then all the way up to there. It's not that far, but yeah, every time it's quite an effort, and then you think you can't do anymore, and then you still be able to do more. So yeah, it's a good feeling once you get up, but once you are going up, it's kind of suffering. So yeah, just a matter of making sure you're not going too fast. Arrived at the bottom. There's a small stream here. It's probably running through the valley, and there you already start to go up. So that's the start of the ascent. So yeah, some dogs here guarding the bridge, not being too hostile. Hello. So yeah, I'll take him eat a banana here to have some energy, some extra energy to go up, and we'll see how it goes. Well, yeah, now is when the real climb starts. You can see that the surface of the road is now these stones. I don't know what you call them, but yeah. Usually, for the last few towns, this indicates that it's getting steep. So yeah, that's where we're going. So yeah, right now I'm still relatively dry, but yeah, I guess that at the end of the climb, I will see the sweat dropping off my cap. Yeah, I will film myself again when I get at the top. I'm filming this by hand because my selfie stick, I broke it a couple of days ago. So yeah, I haven't been shooting any videos really. Also haven't been feeling like it. Partly because of the landscape. It's kind of been the same all of the time, which is still really pretty. But yeah, before that it was a bit more changing. So I guess it's I've been bored a little bit. Although yeah, it's nothing to be bored about, I guess. But yeah, there's been many promises of the stages getting a lot nicer after Aguas da Prata, which where I left on Wednesday. We're now already like 5 or 6 days later, and the Camino hasn't delivered so far. So I don't know if this is something of the Brazilians not knowing the stage which I walked from Franca to Aguas da Prata, which is already really nice, and they're really being enthusiastic in giving me high expectations, which so far haven't been fulfilled. So yeah, there was supposed to be a lot more traditional forest, but it's only plugs here and there that you can see on the mountain, but we're not really walking through it. Just mainly countryside so far. Maybe it will change further on, but yeah. Now first I have to get to the top of the hill. Yeah, really starting to sweat now, as you can see. About halfway up. I'm going quite quickly, so I guess it's okay. But yeah, notice that I really want to. So always when I go up, I want to get it over with. So I will. My body will try, or my head maybe, will try and accelerate to get up as quickly as possible. But that's when you really get tired. So yeah, it's not really a useful tactic. So yeah, so already said in one of my earlier videos, you have to go really slow, be patient, and then you can get up more or less easily. So yeah, just had another stretch of these like hexagonal stones, and here up ahead is one more. So yeah, probably there will be a few more. So yeah, we'll try and take it slow. Try and hear what the Camino has to say to me. That I have to be patient, take it slow. Yeah, and enjoy the view, of course. Not sure if you can really see the level of inclination the road has, but yeah, it's quite steep. Only I don't really like walking on this paved road. I prefer the dirt road, just a bit more variation. So sometimes it gives you some rest. And here you have it's just all the time more or less the same inclination. So you have to try and keep a steady rhythm, which is kind of difficult. It's not far anymore now. Actually, we're going down a bit now before we go back up. Yeah, some like 20-30 meters more elevation. So yeah, this is nice. You can relax a bit, get some breath before I do the last part. So it's not all that bad. I've had worse. So yay, I'm at the top. So yeah, this is the structure which I could see from down there. It's just a house being built here. It chose a nice location with a good view. So yeah, this is what that looks like from their side. Maybe it will be a posada or something, don't know. But yeah, wasn't all that bad of a climb. The last part was quite easy because it follows the shape of the mountain, so you can just like walk in a relatively normal rhythm. It took me about a bit over 40 minutes to do so. And from here it's all the way downhill, I guess. Well, there's always some uphill sections. But to my stop for the day, which is Estiva. And as in so many places along the Caminho da Fé, there's a small chapel next to the house that's being built. So yeah, I'll tell you a bit more about my thoughts about climbing uphill. Not really a fan of climbing in the mountains because it's always so intense. So yeah, trying to come up with ways to make it a bit less intense. So yeah, what I found now is that you have to just walk really slow, like it feels almost like I'm exaggerating that slow of a pace that I'm walking in. Like it would be like maybe a third or maybe a fourth of my regular walking rhythm. But then yeah, once you really start to climb, that's the only way I'm able to like sustain my a steady rhythm without having to stop multiple times and getting out of breath really. It's the most comfortable way up to now that I've found to get up. Tomorrow I have another like relatively long climb, and then there's really one long climb which is like a couple of days ahead, which is the climb of Luminosa, they call it. I think it's like 14 kilometers long, but it's not so steep supposedly. So yeah, I hope I will by then be really well prepared to get up that climb relatively easily. So yeah, and I will pass my Caminho da Fé exam more or less. So yeah, I'll film a bit inside the chapel now. There's also a stamp there, so I'll put a stamp in my Caminho da Fé credential. As always, a statue of the Señora Aparecida with a white mantle. And yeah, some other guy here as well with this image. And there's the stamp. So yeah, I'll put one in my credential. Here we go. Yeah. One more stamp.